Yo, what's the deal, YouTube? Back with another video, man. Today's video, man, we're gonna go over one of I'll say, yeah, it's probably one of the most talked about questions or, let me see, discussion. It's been brought up, this topic been brought up since the beginning, man. Beginning of GTA 5, man. And it's what are the GTA gangs, specifically the ballers and fams, based on IRL, right? So I know a lot of people have their beliefs on this or their views and standpoints and all of that. So I'm gonna give you mine, man. This is my standpoint on what they're based off. So first, let's talk about the GTA San Andreas Families and Ballers. Get that one out the way. Right. So I feel like when Rockstar created GTA San Andreas, I don't think they really put too much effort into blurring the lines, when it came to uh, who was who, right? Who was based off what? Because if you've played the game and you've seen the NPCs in San Andreas, for some reason, you can catch the families giving it up for the B. You see them, there's screenshots, and it's still like that today, right? In 2025, you can go turn on the game, you'll see them giving it up for no reason. Shit, they be doing that. And the same goes for the ballers, right? You see the ballers, they're walking around the map. The ballers give up a C, right? But there's nothing in San Andreas that would even come close to give a reason for the ballers to throw up a C at all, because Covenant wasn't a thing in San Andreas. So yeah, Covenant would be an excuse to use, but like I said, they wasn't around back then. So I'm like, why are the ballers throwing up C's and the fams throwing up B's? And I mean, it's clear as day for San Andreas. Clear as day. I feel like the San Andreas fans are basically based on the Bloods, and the GTA San Andreas Ballers were based on Crips. And I mean, it's cut and dry. Other than them throwing up the gang signs, uh, yeah, I feel like that's like blatant. You feel me? So there's really no this debate about it. I never heard. I don't think I've ever heard anybody try to debate the San Andreas one, because, like I said, it's obvious. So maybe they got a little backlash or wanted to blur the lines even more. Fast forward to 2013, which I feel like they did a good job, man. They did a good job of blending in and merging the lines as far as what are they based on. So San Andreas ones, kind of self-explanatory. Boom. All right, so we're gonna go GTA 5, 2013, Families and Ballers in the game, right? And from the community aspect, I'm gonna speak on the SGC. For the community aspect, in the beginning, nobody really this discussion has been going on for a minute, but mostly from what I remember, it was kind of both sides. I remember people arguing about both. Some people would say fams was blood, some people would say fams were Crips, and vice versa. For the ballers, they say the ballers was Crips or blood, right? And nobody really had any proof or of which one was which. Nobody really, I don't think nobody ever presented any valid points to me. I've seen people make YouTube videos about it. Uh, a lot of it's just speculation. A lot of it, when it came to like the families being Crips, most people would say, well, CGF is based off the '60s, and Carson Ave is based off of A Tray. And I'm like, okay, bro. And we all know in the community, the only gangs motherfuckers really know or even speak on '60s or A Trays is like, other than recently, you back then you only saw people talking about '60s, the 60s, the A Trays, and maybe Grape Streets. But they would make that argument, right? Boom. But for me, it never made sense. I'm like, why are you trying to say that they're based on the eight trades? Because calf, calf in the beginning, there was nothing about the fams that said gangster Crips to me, other than CGF. I mean, CGF is gangsters, but uh, it never pulled out to me as all right, they gangsters. Because before Lamar came around, they weren't really talking about too much gangster shit. Like as far as once Lamar had his own separate little Lamar update with the lowrider. So I'm a backtrack though, cause so all right, let me go back. In the beginning, man, it was like I'm gonna say for the community, as far as making crews, the ballers started making the crip based crews before the fams did. In the beginning, there was never really there wasn't too many crip based crews. I would say the only one that I probably can remember back from like first gen of GTA 5 was probably Payback Families, which I don't even know if that's if they based it off Payback. But yeah, they had Payback Families back in the day. But the wave of like crip based fams wasn't one back then. The Ballers started that because the Ballers started the what did they have? They had Back West Ballers. They had the eight. It was basically like eight trades. They had Far West, Back West. The Ballers created the NH crew logo. If you see a lot of people use that same logo, they had the NH the fingers, right? But they use it the Crip way. So I'm like, all right. So the ball, like I said, the Ballers started that Crip wave way back. They had I think they had Fudge Town Ballers or something like that too back then, where they used to wear brown. And I'm pretty sure they was based off Fudge Town the Crips. So they started it, right? And I'm talking about early on, like first gen, like PS3 type situation. Yeah, I want to make sure I got my facts straight. I do remember, like I said, the ball started in the community wise. The fans didn't pick up on that till later, and that was like 2016, 3 years later, probably when they started popping up with like fam sets that were kind of based off Crips. But this argument has been around forever, man. And like I said, I remember back in the day, people used to throw out reasons. And then it came down to the main reasons I heard was like, well, the fam say Loke, the NPC say Loke. And then once Lamar came with his DLC, he started a moving game. And I feel like that's when the fans really picked it up after that DLC. When Lamar came out and he was talking about on moving gang or gangsters, that's when the fans really gravitated towards it and started trying to push it. Because before that, a lot of people that were fans really didn't care. A lot of the fam sets back in the day really didn't care or try to push that narrative. And anytime somebody brought it up, we like shut that down quick, bro. Because for one, it's gonna lead to division, and we already knew that, bro. It was gonna lead to division, trying to push the crip politics on the families, right? Because if you're gonna be doing a crib politic, then obviously it wouldn't make any sense for DNF and CGF to get along, but they do, right? So um, that wouldn't make no sense. But we used to shut it down, man. Whenever somebody tried to bring it up or whatever. But I don't think nobody ever tried to push it like that back in the day. I do know there was one fan, man. He used to hate it, bro. He used to get and this one thing I liked about him. It was oh boy, Nathan Jones. Nathan Jones hated that fams a crip narrative, man. He hated it more than I did. I don't know if I hated it. I just didn't agree. But I know he hated that motherfucker. You brought that shit up. He was jumping on your head, disrespecting and all of that, bro. So yeah, he would get on you quick about it. But the way I see it, man, it's just the lines are too blurred for me to say fams are Crips and ballers are Bloods. The only reason I feel like people would say ballers are Bloods because ballers start with a B. Other than that, the ballers, there's nothing about the ballers that scream blood. If anything, fams are either gangsters or neighborhoods, and the ballers are gangsters or neighborhood Crips. They that would be more. They're not even really. I don't know. I don't see nothing that would say ballers are based off bloods because I know people like to say the fam NPCs say loc, but the ballers NPCs say loc too. Some of y'all probably didn't know that, but yeah, the baller NPCs call each other loc too.
These young ballers got game. Just some of the rules is missing. Already knowing, Lo. Young G's starting their own off-brand sense and shit. That shit out of band. Already knowing, Lo.
Both sides calling each other loc, so I feel like that cancels each other out, trying to use that excuse or use that reason. I don't call it an excuse. To say use that reasoning for why one side is the other. If you say fams are Crips because they say locs, and so are ballers, because ballers say loc too. If you don't believe me, go post up by some baller NPCs. Because like I said, I hear the narrative all the time. Oh, fams are based off Crips. I don't truly believe it. They have Crip. I feel like personally they have Crip and Blood. Let me say attributes. Yeah, and about that is because look where the fams are. Their hoods, for example, their hoods are based off IRL blood gang hoods, man. Chamberlain is based off the jungles. Everybody knows whose hood the jungles is IRL. Strawberry is home of the fams, and Strawberry is based off Inglewood. Inglewood is a predominantly blood city. Everybody know that. So people will say, well, they switched it. They wanted to mix it up. So that, but how can you say they switched it? And so, but then you'll stand behind that and say that, oh, but they're based on Crips, solely on Crips. If they switched it or mixed it up, I've heard that plenty of times, man. That people be like, well, Rockstar, they said it in the interview that they did this and that. But when you see people that say that, when they say Rockstar said it in the interview, nobody has ever posted the article, the video, or nothing. No internet proof that Rockstar ever said anything. All these years this game been out, and nobody's ever posted like a clip or nothing or a screenshot of Rockstar saying this. I don't believe they said it. I don't think Rockstar cared enough because the gangs, I've said it multiple times, the gangs are poorly done. So I don't think Rockstar cared enough to put that much effort into the gangs of GTA 5. Why would they? If the games play like a minor role in GTA 5, so it's like they're not gonna put a whole bunch of detail and effort in it. They got a few lines, uh, and they got Lamar. And I'm gonna speak on Lamar. Lamar added flavor to the characters, which he's a fan. And I know people say, well, Lamar says on moving games, so that solidifies it. But Lamar is a voice actor, right? He's a he's a semi main protagonist because he's just as much in the story as Franklin is. He kind of like a level below Franklin as far as like fan favorites and like being a character that's voiced. And then he was added to the online scene. And online, he's had way more involvement than Franklin. Lamar was there from the beginning when you back on. I don't know if it still does it now. I don't know anybody ever started a new character yet, like brand new. But on PS3, you used to go fly in to Los Santos, and then Lamar would pick you up after you got off the plane and drive you I don't know if that's still a thing, but yeah, back then it was. But anyway, Lamar been around for a long time. But in the story, he was allowed to improv. He even said it on Gameology that he was allowed to improv, and that one scene where he roasted Franklin in front of his aunt's house, Rockstar didn't write that at all. That's all him. Him roasting Franklin, that's him doing that, and they just liked it, and they allow him to add to the character. So by trying to use Lamar in your arguments of fams are based on cribs or they form drives gangsters, I feel like Lamar took it as he's from LA and he knows all right it's gangsters CGF and foreign drive gangsters. So he added the own moving gang to it, to add a little flavor to the characters. But that doesn't mean that that's what Rockstar intended for the gangs, for their gangs, because Lamar doesn't own the gang, Rockstar does. He's a representative of it, but he was allowed to add his own flavor to it. Like I said, this is just my point of view of how I see it. I don't see a clear cut line saying fams or crips, and same for the ballers. Cause I don't know no bloods that's gonna just throw on some purple rags, but I do know some crips that will. Now, when it comes to the green, that's green on both sides. That's green crips and green bloods. Granted, there's more crips that wear green because ultimately there's more crips. Period. I know people said that before. Well, there's only a couple of blood hoods that were green. Well, there's way more crip hoods than there are bloods. So obviously, you gotta have more crips. Though. There's more opportunities for them to pick up the color green. I don't know. I just don't see the line being that clear. You get what I'm saying? I feel like Rockstar did a good job of blending it by putting the fams over in blood hoods, uh, having both factions use the same lingo technically. Like I said, they both say loc. I'm trying to think of other reasonings I've heard people say. Because you can't say, oh, well, they got gangsters and NH. Crips got gangsters and NH. Bloods have gangsters, gangster bloods, and there's neighborhood bloods and Pyrus too. So that, that crosses each other out too. So I don't know. What else people say, man? Yeah. They base most of the time, like I said, mostly people go off of Lamar saying moving. And like I said, that DLC came out and he was doing that, that's when it really took off. Now you see everybody gangster fan, gangster fan on every corner now. I'm like, damn, ain't nothing wrong with it, but everything ain't deuces and trades because the fams, like, you don't even know what side the fams flag to. They don't push deuces and trades because you don't hear them talk about it. The only gang that ever had trades in their name was Kilo Trade. Uh, yeah, Kilo Trade. They three times. They gangsters. And hit the K3 on the wall. K Hit the K3 on the wall, man. The Kilo Trades. Yeah, yeah. I don't know no other fams. Yeah, they don't push no crib lingo. And then I know people say, well, they beef with each other. Well, by the time this game came out, Bloods was beefing with each other too. So yeah, every reason that people put, I got a response for it, man. And I'm not just making stuff up. I'm dropping actual what's there. The turf. I'm not making it up that this is based off of the jungles. That's what it is. I didn't choose it. Rockstar did. They chose it. They could have chose any hood, you know. So ultimately, man, at the end of the day, I feel like the lines are so blurred that it doesn't matter, bro. And I think uh, after a while, like I said in the beginning, nobody really cared. We didn't really push it push this fam crip identity type thing because it creates division amongst the fans. Because crips are divided IRL. So if you know that, then once you allow the crip politics to come in place, it's going to ultimately divide the fams. Because then you're going to have people dissing gangster fans, or you're going to have somebody dissing neighborhood fans, whatever. So we always try to keep it out. Because at the end of the day, fams are fams. We gonna beef with the Crips, we gonna beef with the Bloods. You know, the way I see it. Like I said, it's my POV. Where it wasn't gonna be no alliance with either one, so it didn't matter. So at the end of the day, man, when you're doing the RP stuff, bro, and you trying to pick a side or whatever, and you got like IRL affiliations, it don't matter which side you pick. You can be a Crip IRL and be a baller, or you can be a Blood IRL and be a fam. It don't matter, bro. Like, uh, don't let somebody tell you, oh yeah, you gotta be this because you affiliate with this IRL. It's a game, and these are fake games. Just because something being based on something is not the real thing. Based on something is imitation. It's based on it. It's not true. Semi-true. It has true parts, but ultimately, if you want to be the real thing, you're gonna be the real thing, bro. Like I said, that's the way I see it, bro. I don't know, but I've never seen enough proof anybody to prove to me straight out that the fans are Crips and the entire times of this game, and the same for the Ballers being Bloods. Because I feel like people look at the Ballers as Bloods just by default because of the whole Crips are the fans are Crips narrative. So it's like, all right, well, if the fans are Crips, then I guess the Ballers are based on Bloods. It's kind of like a default thing. Nobody ever came with any facts. But like I said, the Ballers could be based on gangsters or NH Crips. They did a good job of blurring the lines in this one. Because I don't think these NPCs, they don't throw up no sets. They don't throw up nothing, I don't think. Like I said, they both say low. None of them say cuz or blood. Only Lamar says moving. But like I said, Lamar is he's allowed to add his own flavor to his character. So, and he said it, like I said, if you follow Gameology on YouTube, there's a link. I'm gonna try to find the video. Oh, I don't know why I was about to say vehicle. Looking at this car. My car clean as hell, ain't it? I keep looking at that bit. That Greenwood. You a baller, you better stay out the Greenwood, bro. How you a baller riding around in the Greenwood? That's crazy. Look at that paint though. That shit wet. Yeah. Take a second. You see the purple paint in there, man. I don't make these cars, man. I don't make them. I used to collect them when when the modded cars was exclusive. It ain't exclusive no more. Everybody got it. So like me, I'm the type of person I lose interest. If everybody doing it, I lose interest, bro. But yeah, it's clean, man. Shout out to the modded car community, man. Keep doing it. If that's what you like, man. Do it. Stop handing out scratch cars to people for you people out there. You need to figure out what a clean car is. Clean car is everything unselected, man. If you selecting the window, you selecting the tint, you changing the plate and all that, putting colors. You can do that if it's gonna be your personal car, but if you're gonna be trading and giving it out, please let people know that it's scratch, bro. Because some people collect these cars and stuff, and some people take it serious. Like I said, I thought the GTA street games took stuff serious, bro. The car community takes stuff serious too, bro. I think it's just GTA people in general. But, but yeah, anyway, back to the topic, man. The community, you gotta understand, man. GTA community, bro. At the end of the day, we are all fans of this, bro. You gotta understand, we have That's the one thing we have in common. You may not like the other side. Some of y'all take it real serious, bro. Like extremely over the top. Extremely over the top, man. And it don't need to be that. But yeah, at the end of the day, we are fans of this, man. We are a part of the community. And we all need, like I said before, we all need the other side. We need the Vagos, we need the Aztecas, we need the Ballers, we need the fans, and vice versa. So when you out there, man, just keep it in the back of your head. It's up to us to keep the community going because Rockstar not gonna do it, bro. And yeah, to close out this video, man, I'm gonna say, uh, yeah, with it, whichever you want to be, man, be it, bro. Don't worry about IRL stuff, man. It don't even matter. Like you don't get no brownie points. You don't get no points in your hood because you put on you say you a Crip in right real life or you a Blood in real life. And you come get on the game and now you want to push it on the game or you want to be affiliated with it on the game. You don't get no hood points for that, bro. Just if you don't believe me, go ask your big homie what you think. Say, hey, OG, I'm about to rep the set on the internet on a video game. What you feel about that? He probably call you a nerd. He might give you a DP. I don't know. And not the Diddy kind either. No Diddy. But yeah, man. And cause think about it, bro. If somebody say, hey man, yeah, I'm from Grape Street, right? And they say, oh man, you got the ballers, they wear purple. I'm gonna be a baller then, so I can wear purple. I rock purple flags, right? I'm gonna be a baller. And you gonna say, man, I know you from Grape Street, but you can't be a baller because ballers are based off of blood. You gotta go be a fam and put on green. Fuck no, man. Niggas gonna be what they wanna be, bro. So at the end of the day, let motherfuckers choose what side they wanna rep, bro. Do it because you like like that faction. Don't do it because you feel like it's based off something IRL, bro. Because Rockstar ain't never said shit, and it's all mixed up at this point. It's not cut and dry, and that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be cut and dry. It shouldn't be that obvious. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the fans have voice actors, like main characters. The ballers don't have none to kind of add extra stuff to it. Cause if the ballers had a baller OG to come out next week, and that baller OG saying move into a groove, then what? They could come out and say groove, then what? You gonna still say ballers based on blood? No, I doubt it. But yeah, man, that's the end of this video, bro. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Like I said, I think it's mixed, pretty mixed, but a lot of people feel like it's not, um, and that's their choice, man. Like I said, hey, it's all this opinion based stuff, but I'm just trying to throw stuff and not just throw out hot air, bro. I'm telling you things that are actual factual. When it comes down to the colors, you don't see no Bloods wearing purple, but you do see Crips wearing purple. You see Crips wearing both colors, but you only see the Bloods wearing one. You only see, well, I guess the Crips are, or the Ballers are in Davis, which is based off Compton, which is basically almost Compton, what, about 50-50 split between the black gangs. So it could be either way, man. I don't know. But yeah, I just don't think it's that cut and dry as people try to make it be. All because the ballers, the fams have gangsters in neighborhoods. And like I said, that statement to say that, knowing you know, you say the Crips have gangsters in the neighborhood, the Bloods have gangsters in neighborhoods too. So I don't know. But yeah, at the end of the day, Rockstar never said nothing. If they did, show proof, man. Show proof where Rockstar ever said anything about them basing what off of what. I guarantee you nobody can do it. Your favorite YouTuber can't show proof of none of that. So it's all speculation, bro. But yeah, man. It's the end of the video, bro. Man. Y'all be easy out there.